Guess what? If you're going through some challenging circumstances right now in life, keep going. Keep going. Keep moving forward. There's a quote that says, if you're going through hell, keep going, because eventually you'll get to the other side. And here's the truth. No matter what you're going through, you are not the circumstances. You are not your failures. You are not your addictions. You are not your sadness. You are not your heartbreak. You are not your depression. You are not your anxiety. You're not your bank account. You're not your paycheck. You're greater than that. And that's a real big shift, is really understanding our value, our worth. Who are we? And yet it's so easy to get caught up in all that. Your relationship, you're not your relationship. These are all the thoughts that I had to get confronted with at 41 years old when I had a 21-year marriage expire. And I remember just being at one of the lowest mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical places of my life. My whole entire identity was wrapped up in that one relationship. And when it was gone, it just had me in a tailspin. And I was so depressed. I literally remember just sitting there thinking about killing myself, thinking about ending it all, but also just trying to sit in the pity party of saying, man, I'm old now. Who's gonna love me? Who's gonna love me? I'm 41 years old. At the time, I was still carrying around a lot of dad bod. And I was just so full of the pity party and the self-loathing, heartbreak, misery, depression. I'm thankful, though, that I was sober, because what that showed me is that I knew what alcohol was doing to me in my past, and at least that mask was gone. So I really had to confront something much deeper inside of me, and it's that self-image. I literally remember in my mid-30s, prior to the divorce, like thinking I was gonna die in my sleep because of how unhealthy I had become. And even though, again, this is throughout this whole healing journey, I'd been going to therapy for years, and the one thing that I hadn't really shifted, two things. My eating habits didn't shift. I was still wanting the tacos and the burgers and the french fries and the chips and the salsa and the wings and the ice cream, the sweets. And the other thing that hadn't shifted throughout the time of sobriety was my mind, was my thoughts, my thinking, my internal self-image. I hadn't given myself permission and done this work to elevate my identity of myself. And that's one of the pieces that I believe so many of you are missing, is maybe you have gone through some sort of a transformation. Maybe you finally did end a relationship that was no longer serving you. Maybe you've gone on a health journey, or you've started to take your finances more serious, or you've gone back to school. And it's like, I did all of these things, because I truly believe in 2024, right, the biggest flex is being the complete and total package. It's not just having the bag. It's having the biceps. having the six pack, having the healthy state of mind, having self-mastery over my emotions, giving back to society, serving people, and not always doing it in a way that it always has to be an exchange of money. That will come. But the total package is really a complete version of myself on all aspects: mentally healthy, emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, and financially healthy. And there's no compromise for me. I'm continuing to work to align all of those 5 aspects of who I am. And I'm not needing validation off of that. I just realized that my fullest potential is to align myself with what I call my divine birthright. And you have a divine birthright as well. And anything that is not your divine birthright is built in the false identity. You're a failure. You're an addict. You're a wounded warrior, right? You're a deadbeat. You're a criminal. You're a fat ass. I mean, whatever labels that you want to put on yourself, right, that are not empowering and aligned with your divine birthright, right? Those are all forms of self-sabotage. Because the minute you identify yourself, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm unlovable. Those ideas are all ingrained in you, and ultimately you shoot out those energetic arrows, and guess what you get back? It's like a boomerang effect. You get it back in return. You're gonna get circumstances and situations in life that justify and add credibility to what you're saying about yourself. And that was one of the most important pieces. That's why even just as a man, I had to get stripped of everything. I know what it is to lose every single thing. I've been there. I've lost it all. I have lost it all. And even the things I didn't lose, I even went through a process throughout my healing journey of letting everything go. It was one of the most incredible experiences I had. Listening to a Joe Dispenza, you've probably heard of him, meditation. It was a heart meditation. And I remember it was about letting go, let go, let go, let go. And I just kept like energetically letting go of my thoughts, letting go of my hurt, letting go of my pain, letting go of my fears, letting go of all the material things I own, letting go of the clothes, even. And then I think I got to like all the beliefs, letting go of, the family. And this is all energetically. And so many of us are scared to cross into the spiritual realm because we are so attached to the physical. And yet this physical is so brief. It's fleeting. It's here today and gone tomorrow. It happens so fast. And yet the spiritual is forever. Energy never dies. The spirit inside of you, the life force energy inside of you. And so I'm doing this meditation, and I literally had let go of everything spiritually, like just surrender, total surrender. Like take it all, take my beliefs, take my thoughts, take everything that I can think of. And it was at that moment that I literally felt my heart, right? Our heart is a muscle. I literally felt my muscle relax. The heart muscle, like it went from being tense and tight, stressed, under pressure to like it relaxed. And as it relaxed, there was like this pulsating energy that poured out from within me. And that was an incredible experience, something I'll never forget. And something I'm grateful that I can remind myself of that. Because it's so easy to get caught up on all the bullshit, on all these false identities, all of our failures, all of your mistakes. You're none of that. And trust me, I'm the king of failure. I'm the poster boy, man, of troublemaker right here. And I've had to change my ways. And it started with getting sober. Realizing that that was just self-medicating. It wasn't about just having fun. It wasn't about just, yay, that this is good times. No, right? It may have started as that, but I liked it way too much. And I used it in ways that it wasn't just socially to have a little bit of fun every once in a while. No, it became a full-blown codependency addiction. And there's still so many other things, right? If you're someone that, here's a label, I have an addictive personality, right? This is a label, right? I'm disabled. This is a label. These are labels. You're not disabled. Like the spiritual self is not. The physical, maybe you got some issues. But literally, people, if you start going down this healing journey, and hopefully you already are, as I see 11:11, like there is some miraculous things that have happened to people where their minds have literally healed themselves. Everything from cancers to broken body parts. It's like, wait, what? How is this possible? It happens. I've literally heard about placebo effects where they told somebody, hey, you have a cancer diagnosis, but don't worry, just take these medications and it's going to go away. And it was just sugar pills. And they literally believed that by doing that, it would go away, and it went away. And then they were revealed what would have happened, and then something else happened, and it came back, though. But we have so much untapped potential within our minds. But there is a lot of cleaning that we need to do in there. And by cleaning, I'm talking about reprogramming. And that's something that's not an easy topic to cover. It's not an easy process to go through to reprogram yourself. How do you reprogram? Because we're talking about the subconscious. We're not talking about just what you're thinking and smelling and feeling and experiencing right here, right now, hearing my voice. We're talking about what's under the surface that's running, saying, this guy's full of shit, or this is true, or man, I'm really scared about this, and he has no idea, of all the problems I have in my life. There's like this undercurrent of thinking and beliefs that continues to keep playing itself over and over and over and over again. And it's really a compilation of all of the worst experiences of your life. And it's really it's the way that we're built is it's supposed to keep us safe. Unfortunately, so many of us take it to the extreme unconsciously, and we never realize that we're meant to silence that. We're meant to grow beyond that. We're meant to face our fears to grow in life. And if all you're doing is sitting there and just self-medicating and doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that that's good enough, it's not. Because that's not who you are. I mean, just getting outside in nature. Doing some breath work. That's a game changer. And I'm grateful that this message is attracting in people that are already down this path, that can see my spirit, hear my frequency, and understand what I just said. That's how I know that this is divine. That's how I know this is aligned. But if you're someone that's coming across this and being like, I don't know, man, this is kind of bullshit. Well, then it's bullshit to you. That's, again, you're projecting a belief. The universe, God, the world is going to give you more evidence to believe whatever it is that you want to believe. But we need to realize, what are the subconscious beliefs? What is the belief you have about healing? What is the belief you have about doing life on life's terms, being completely sober? Doing some self-discovery, healing the old trauma wounds. The 0 to 10-year-old stuff. that you experienced, that you have suppressed, locked up, and then here you are as a full-grown adult, acting and behaving in ways that leave you feeling so guilt-ridden, so ashamed, so embarrassed. But yet you don't know how to control it. And yet it all goes back to the old trauma wounds. You're literally playing out your own fears. And until you face your fears, and one of your biggest fears is to actually quiet and still the mind, still your environment, turn off the tube, break up with your team for the rest of the season. Whatever it is that you are super distracted by, put that thing on timeout. And to literally sit there and to start, get a piece of paper, get a notebook, and start writing out your feelings, writing out your beliefs, giving yourself permission to really understand yourself. And especially the fellas out there. They say that it's like even psychologists, psychiatrists, mental health professionals are hesitant to call the signs and the symptoms in a man depression, to diagnose men with depression. It's like societal, like we literally are in denial of it. And so there is this massive amount of covert depression that exists in the lives of men. And I believe that one of the biggest indicators of that is 2,000 men every day are killing themselves. Because we're supposed to just suck it the fuck up. And that's bullshit. There's a lot of people that just believe it's fake. It's not real. Depression's not real. And it's like bullshit. There's a lot of scared little boys inside of a lot of big, wounded, broken men. And that's really the gap. All we have to do, it sounds easy, but all you really have to do is start to connect with that little boy inside of you. And if you need help with that, reach out. I would love to help to connect you with that. But you're going to need more than just me. You're going to need to be able to start getting some really good mental health services, therapy. Therapy has been such a key piece of my healing journey. And there's a lot of negativity around it. Like, we have to admit a lot of things. I don't want to admit that something's wrong with me. It's suck it up, fucking nation. Suck it up. You're a man. Be tough. And it's like, why are 2,000 men every day killing themselves? We're not tough. We're fucking overwhelmed. We're stressed out. We can't take it anymore. We can't handle the pain. When you kill yourself, it's because you cannot... you don't know how to end the pain. The weed isn't ending the pain. The porn isn't ending the pain. The sex isn't ending the pain. The gaming isn't ending the pain. The alcohol's not ending the pain. The drugs aren't ending the pain. The food's not ending the pain. The job's not ending the pain. The paycheck's not ending the pain. The new car's not ending the pain. The house isn't ending the pain. The family didn't end the pain. Nothing's ending the pain. So we kill ourselves. The success, it doesn't end the pain. We need to bridge this gap and to really start to cultivate what it is to start loving ourselves, to recreate a relationship with our inner self. And that starts with the child, the little boy. And I have developed 5 courses, 25 lessons, free. Download the app, Results Kill Excuses. This shit is free right now. To start looking in the mirror, looking inside. This is some incredible content. It really does come from the depths of my experience, me consolidating my 12-year and really lifelong journey into these courses, into these specific lessons to be able to help you truly expand and heal and grow and give yourself permission to be the best version of yourself, to let go of the vices, to stop self-medicating and to allow yourself to do some self-soothing, to do some self-discovery, to fall in love with who you are, to forgive yourself for all your mistakes, all your shortcomings, all the things that you're carrying around this guilt and shame over. It's time to start having some fun, being playful, going out and exploring, doing the things you used to love doing as a little guy or a little gal. And so I can just continue to get on here, sharing this experience to encourage you to give yourself permission. I cannot change you. Only you can want to change, but it takes a tremendous amount of courage. And to do it peacefully, without the rock bottom, right? Some of y'all, it's going to take the rock bottom. Some of you all, it's going to be through the grave. But there are some, and that's why I keep getting on here. Some will hear this message and respond. And that's why I keep getting on here. It's because I want to take 2,000 down to 0. No man should be in so much mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial pain that they feel that their life is no longer needed on this planet. I send you my love. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please like this message. Share it. You never know the ripple effects of sharing this message. If it's reaching you, if it's resonating with you, share the message. Download the app. Reach out to me if you would love to connect one-on-one privately to discuss. And that's been one of the greatest victories thus far with this channel, is how many men are actually opening up, sharing their stories in essentially a public space, because I'm willing to hold that safe space. There's no shame here, man. There's no guilt here. There is acceptance and there is love, unconditional, for us to cheer each other on, like-minded. That's the true warrior. The true warrior is getting knocked down, getting up, dusting off, and keep going, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it won't be worth it.